Hey guys, just getting packed up. Decided to go on a trip to Zaleski tomorrow. Be my first solo backpacking trip, so just getting all my food squared away and extra clothes and whatnot. Well, this trip was going to be a overnight trip to Zaleski, but my wife got sick just about 10 minutes before I was going to head out the door. So right now me and the kids are doing a little camp cooking in the front yard. And then I'm going to attempt to do the north and west loop tomorrow on a day hike, and then if I'm feeling real froggy, I'm going to do the south loop too and just do it all one day. But I don't know if that's possible. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I finally got here to Zaleski. I'm going to start at the old trailhead instead of the Hope Schoolhouse, just because I'm not going to get a hike as much as I wanted today. I wanted to get here at daylight, but with my wife being sick and whatnot, I waited to see how she felt this morning. But I've already done this. I've done the south loop before, so I'm at least going to do the west and north loop, and then I probably won't have time to do the south loop. So that's why I'm starting here. I've already done that 2.5 mile connector loop from the schoolhouse, so since I'm already limited on time, I figured I'd skip it for now. Alright everybody, so like I said, we're starting here at the old trailhead. I'm going to go up this way and around, and depending on the time, I intend to go up to the north loop, do it, come back down, and back out. I definitely made a wrong turn out of the parking lot. I'm walking this, can't remember what road it is. It goes to Point W though. It's the trail and intersects at W with this road, so I'm just going to take it on up there. Oh well, I guess that's why it's an adventure. Yeah, finally found the trail. Seems like I can't get away from this road over here. Trails just follow alongside of it, looks like. There's a few blowdowns back there. Kind of surprised this being one of the more popular backpacking trails. They appear to have been there for a little while too. I mean, there's easy ways around them and they weren't that large. So not a big deal. It's a great day to be out here. It's now it's about 80. It's not super humid. Looked like they were getting rain here last night, but the trail is pretty dry. I was kind of surprised. So really wish I could have came here last night and got a portion of this done. Really wanted to try to do the whole thing in 2 days, but I don't know, just my wife being as sick as she was kind of prohibited that. But I was planning on last night to come down here and be here at daylight, see if I could get close to all of it done in one day, but I wasn't sure how she'd be feeling this morning, so I hung back at the house till 9 and then left. It's about an hour drive to get here, so I didn't get started till 10. And daughter's first day of kindergarten is tomorrow, so I'm sure I'll try to be back in time to eat dinner with them and all that good stuff, get her ready for bed. But my wife's pregnant, that's why she's sick. She's she's 6 months pregnant. This will be our third child. I don't know, I've seen her puke a lot. She's a really good mom. She's really bad at being pregnant. Yeah, I'm 3.5 miles in and I've already seen more hikers than I did in all of Tarhala, and that was 2 back there. I mean, that's all I've seen today so far. I'm sure we'll be seeing more. It being Sunday, I'm sure I'll see a lot of people hiking out. I didn't realize that this trail showed a 4-wheeler path. I don't know if the whole thing's like that. The south loop, there wasn't any 4-wheeler tracks. I don't know, we'll see. Just about 5 miles in. I think we're getting ready to cross the road and then start up the north loop. Planning on eating lunch at Camp 3, which is, I think it's either in between the north and west loop or in the middle of the north loop or something like that. I don't know. I think it's about a mile away. Alright, so I just came down the hill and I'm getting ready to cross 278. The trail shows on the map it just going straight, but I couldn't find any place where it went into the woods. And I looked over on the guardrail. There's orange blazes on it right there. So it looks like the trail's actually down 278 a little ways. Hopefully we can find it. Alright, this section of trail when you cross 278 right off the bat sucks. I just walked through that stream because I couldn't find the trail. I just kept going the same direction. Finally I found that sign. It looks like I just walked down this way. Looking back, I could have just stayed on the road. Been a lot easier. Yeah, for future reference, I'll definitely walk down the road. There's a beaten path right off the road. Yeah, it's just walk down 278 about 200 yards. A lot easier walking. I don't know if you can see that, but looks like a game caddy or something you would use to cart out deer or a tree stand or something. Looks like their wheel broke off, so hell, let's just leave it in the woods. I mean, that's great scenery for the rest of us to look at. Thanks. Just got to the top of the hill after you get to the fork where you can go to the north loop or stay on the west loop. Looks like I guess we're at point O. But, yep. Nice little hill to climb up. I mean, it is kind of switchback, or you're going up the side of it, you're not going straight up it, so it makes it a little easier for you. I think I've seen that tree on several other people's YouTube videos. I believe in Outdoor Adventures. Jason says that there's something seriously messed up with that tree. Something's definitely not right. Well, I just got up here to the number 3 backpacking camp. I was planning on coming up here and staying last night. And hell, they're logging right over there. So glad I didn't when I got woke up with a log truck this morning. Wasn't really expecting that. Looks like there's a trail detour and trail closure. Seems like I keep finding those everywhere. Looks like the water's over this way. When I first got up here, I put one of my trekking poles down so I could walk around and check out the campground, and I lost it. No idea where it's at. Walk around trying to find it. The campground seems to be quite a bit smaller than the other. I know campground 2 is a lot larger than this one. There's some nice spots back here though. This would be a good hammock spot, looks like. Yeah, I guess it goes back in there a little ways. It's a pretty neat little campground though. Definitely time for some lunch. While I'm eating lunch, I'm taking my shoes off. I'll try to make a ramen bomb. I just boiled my pot over, put out my fire, but I think the noodles are pretty well done. I might add just a little bit of heat to them. going to add them to that bag of potatoes. Hopefully this doesn't taste like crap.
Tastes good.
Yeah, here's my finished product. Looks like it's maybe still a little powdery, but I don't know, it smells real good. For those of you who don't know, if you do try to cook something like this, use a freezer bag. I believe if you don't use a freezer bag, the boiling water will just melt it. It's good. We'll enjoy the rest of this, and then we'll be back on trail here in a little bit. Well, I'm back on the trail. When I was eating lunch, I had to make a decision to either just do the west loop or continue on and do both loops. And I'll try to do both loops. That's what I came here to do. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going down this reroute around this logging, down a pretty steep hill. But I'm going to try to make pretty good time because I want to be home at 7 o'clock. It's kind of my goal. And that's going to be pushing it. But we'll see how it goes. Back on the main trail. Just got done with the detour. Heck, the detour's in better shape than the main trail. It's kind of overgrown a little bit. Well, this section of the north trail, it's a lot like Tarhala in that it's extremely overgrown. It doesn't look like it gets used a lot. And I'm used to spider webs on the trail. I mean, outside is just part of it. But good God, I'm trying to, pick up the pace, make good time, keep catching spiders right to the face. But this trail, it's definitely a little bit more challenging than the other one just because it's so overgrown. And it's very well blazed. It's different than Tarhala, but much more overgrown than the other ones. Shit. I'm going through an old railroad bed, it looks like. As it turns out, that railroad bed was not part of the trail. At point Q, the trail makes a hard left. And I didn't see it. Not much time lost though, so no big deal. We're back on blazes now though, so all is good. Yeah, after you cross 56, you go up this road. I must say, the trail's in real good shape now, obviously. Pretty high hill. I don't know how high up here it goes. So that's what we're following for now. Looks like one of the locals had a good time. I think I'm like 12 or 13 miles in, and I think I got like 7 or 7.5 to the truck, and definitely feeling it. My legs are getting pretty sore. It's pretty hot, but it's to be expected. I don't know if I'm gonna meet my time goal or not. It's gonna be close. Just depends on how quick I can knock out some miles, but I feel I'm starting to wear down a little bit though. So we'll see. Keep on trucking. Now we made it to the Doolittle plantation. This is one of the things I wanted to come up here for. Heard it was a pretty cool pine forest. Well, the Doolittle forest was pretty nice. I ran through most of it. It was pretty straight, and the pine boughs were pretty soft. So trying to make up some lost time. Glad it ain't raining. Looks like the water rushes down through here pretty quick. Yeah, took a wrong turn, went down that way. Should have went this way. It happens. Yeah, by the time I get done with this, I'm gonna have between 15 and 20 in today. And my knee's a little sore. One of my ankles is kind of sore. And I'm tired, but the other day I was listening to a book about the Bataan Death March. It's a memoirs of one of the survivors. And, man, this ain't nothing compared to that. I mean, I guess it's a pretty good motivation whenever someone's going to stab you to death if you sit down. But, I mean, hike all day in the tropics with no water, not allowed to have water. Makes this look like a cakewalk. Just got back to Camp 3, heading to O. Got 5 miles out of here, and I'm pretty tired. I don't like to admit when I'm tired, but I'm tired. That north loop, it was took longer than I was expecting it to, that's for sure. Just starting the eastern half of the west loop, and man, after you split off from the side trail to take it to the north loop, you go up a hill. It's a big hill. It's definitely an ass kicker, especially this late in the day, man. Whew. I got 3.5 back to the truck. I'm definitely not gonna make it back by 7. I'll be doing good if I make it to the truck at 7. Guess I overestimated my abilities a little bit. But, oh well. I had to stop for a little break to eat me a little snack, rest my feet for a minute, but looks like we got about a mile and a half out of here. So in the home stretch now, but man, my feet are getting heavy. Seen on everybody else's Zaleski videos, these big rock outcroppings. Well, I hadn't seen them yet. I know there's some on the south loop, which I'm not doing, but finally found some. And this heat is starting to get to me. I've drank probably closing in with 2 gallons of water, but I don't think I've ate enough food. I'm really getting weak feeling. In between points K and Y, you cross a park road. The park road runs right into 278, which is the road that I parked my truck on. Being that I'm already about 40 minutes later than I wanted to be, I'm just going to get back. I'm back on 278. This should shave about 25 minutes off of it, and I'm pretty beat. I'm not mad about not going up that hill over there. So. But man, as soon as I get on 278, they're going ice cream truck goes by me. I was like, man, if you'd stop, I'd give you all the money I had. Made it back to the truck. Looks like it's about to thunderstorm, so just in time. My watch says I did about. It said 20 miles when I got on the road. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I'll see what the GPS says later. But all in all, it was definitely my most mileage on a day hike, so I'm pretty happy about that. But it's been a fun trip. Like I said, I wish I could have backpacked it. Probably would have been a lot more enjoyable, and I'd probably be a little less sore in the morning. But it is what it is. I really wanted to get out this weekend, so made it happen. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Oh well. I also was planning. Shit. Guess what I ain't seen for a while? I ain't seen any orange blazes.